say I will be the one to let this
Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Ask the Teen. I'm here again. This is episode number 16 and I've got another 4 questions to answer for you, some more shout outs and as usual some videos to feature at the end. So if you've got some questions for next week, just let you know right now. You can leave them below or you can send them to me in an inbox message. I often have enough questions, but I would love to have as many as possible because then I have some choice to choose from and we can have some variety because some users pop up time and time again in this series and I'd like to get some more of you involved. So our first question today comes from Mr. Marquee1 and they say, what do you think are the pros and cons of the YouTube Partner Project? Well, I think there's a lot of pros, such as you get paid for doing your videos, you become a partner, which means you get to do lots of extra features that maybe other YouTubers won't be allowed to do. Some YouTubers are now like me, even though I'm not partner allowed to upload videos over 15 minutes long, but some of you are still limited. So once you become a partner, you're allowed to take away that. Also, you can customize your channel a bit more and you kind of have a bit more of a free reign about what happens. And did I mention you get paid for it? So that's a good point. But you asked for some cons as well. Well, there aren't really very many that I can think of apart from the fact that to apply it takes a long time. You submit your application and it could take 2 or 3 months for them to reply. They do say 2 weeks, but it's not happening. There's so many people applying and that's the one con. It takes them so long to get through it. And also actually there is one other, and that's that if you do get rejected you have to wait a month before you can apply again, which I guess does stop you from blocking up the queue to stop other people getting chosen. But I just don't think a month is a long time, especially if you think your content's good enough. So that's the first question. Then Nanyan Waffles, Nanyan, not Nanya, says, what do you think of the music genre dubstep? They commented that on the last episode of Ask the Teen where I was asked about thrash metal scream music and I played a clip and I was slightly worried by it. But actually I quite like dubstep. In case you don't know what dubstep is, here's a little clip. There. So yeah, I'm quite a fan of dubstep actually, I quite like it. So there's not going to be any kind of weird comments about that genre of music because it's one that I'm pretty fond of myself. So the next one comes from Tone Official and they say, how is your day going? Well, that was slightly normal. It's a normal question. Well, my day's going okay, thanks. On the day that I'm filming this, it's a few days before you're going to see this. It's actually, I usually film the Tuesday before as I have today. And to be honest, it's been pretty average. So thank you. How's your day been? So the last question today comes from the Hoskin Productions and they say, what made you start making videos? Well, I wanted to I've always quite liked YouTube. I love the idea of putting content online and people looking at it in comments and stuff like that. I did have some previous YouTube channels, as some of you probably already know, but then I wanted to start I get my inspiration from people like iJustine and people like that, and Shoutouts, people that I mention every single episode. So I get my inspiration from them, and I saw iJustine do her IJs, and I've been a fan of her since nearly the beginning. I was one of her. I wasn't one of the people that joined the bandwagon quite late on. I've been on since the beginning of Ask IJ, but not since the beginning of her channel. But so I saw that and I thought I'd love to do that myself. I'd love to do some audience interaction, but also I just like the idea of making my own videos. I've always been making my own videos on YouTube, but on previous accounts, and I've never really had the chance to take it further than just a few videos that get a few views. So this video, well, this series and this whole channel, the aim is to try and get as big as possible and to try and become a YouTube partner, and also to try and take you on the journey with me and help you lot to all get the subscribers and the kind of content quality that you deserve in the end. So that's the answer to that question. The reason I answered the question from the Hoskin Productions is because it's the new channel from a guy you may know on YouTube. He's called Cam Hoskin. I've done shoutouts for him before, but so he's got this new channel, the Hoskin Productions, and if you'd like to go check that out, as his name below. That's the first shout out today. Look in the description below for the details about where you can go to find his channel. I'm going to be mentioning more about him in a minute, so watch out for more from him. And the other person I'm doing it for today, up there, is Sophia Calls. And so she was someone that was actually featured in the latest episode of Vlog University from iJustine, and I'm so jealous that she got into that because I love iJustine and that's a big achievement in itself. But so go check out her channel up there. So Hoskin Productions and Sophia Calls. So now the reason why I mentioned the Hoskin Productions is obviously because it's a new channel from Cam Hoskin, but also because he's got his first video out on his new channel. It's a parody of Rolling in the Deep by Adele. It's down there. It's the first of my 3 videos I'm featuring today. The reason I'm featuring his video is because I'm appearing on one of his upcoming parodies. I'm not going to mention what parody it is, just in case he doesn't want it revealed yet and wants it kept a secret. But he's got the Rolling in the Deep parody, and there's one more, and then the one that I'm in, so I'm filming my part for that this weekend. And something that you're going to see from me this weekend, some content from me, is actually quite similar to what you're going to see in my parody that I'm working on with him. So thank you for asking me to be involved in that, and if you want to check out his videos there. Then up here, we've got the new episode of Oh My, or Giveaways, Competitions and Prizes Oh My episode 3, where I ask you to try and get me to 425 subscribers. You guys are too awesome, you've already managed to get right up past 420, and so I'm going to have to make a new episode of that soon, which I'm kind of annoyed about because I didn't want to make any more for a while. But you've done it, so I'm going to have to make another one soon. And then up here, one thing that I don't usually mention in Ask the Teen is, up there, is Ask the Teen number 15. So why have I mentioned a previous episode? Well, it's because I've got my upcoming parody coming out this weekend from Black Eyed Peas. It comes out on the 6th of March, that is this Sunday at 6 PM GMT. I'm trying to get it as big as possible. I've got some people helping me advertise that. If you can help advertise that, then please inbox me and let me know if you want to help, and I'll try and get you involved in that. But the reason that I feature that is because I mentioned, if you haven't seen yet, I mentioned some stuff about this upcoming parody, and I'll give you a few clues, so go check that out, and I'll see you in the next episode. Questions below, please.